'tis the gift to come round where we ought to be. And when we find ourselves in that place just right, it will be in the valley of love and delight. Be in the valley of love and delight. Be right here in Tacoma tonight.
Beautiful music. It is said that the foundation of all good and precious things, of all the greatness of God's gifts, of her true love, and of our arriving in His presence, is death. The mothers, the grandmothers, the wise women have said, men die in 5 ways. Ah, yes. Naturally, voluntarily, by accident, by violence, or by divine appointment. Oh, yes. Mercy. Wholeness. As to where the souls abide from the time they leave their bodies until the resurrection, some say that they are taken up to heaven, that is, to the region of spirit where the celestial hosts dwell. Others say that they go to paradise, that is, to the place which is abundantly supplied with the good things of the mystery of the revelation of God. And for those souls of the sinners lie in darkness in the abyss of Eden, outside of paradise. Oh, the sinners. There is no condemnation in God consciousness. In love consciousness, there is no condemnation. Others say that they are buried with their bodies, that is to say, as the two were buried in God at baptism, so also will they now dwell in Him, in her, until the day of the resurrection. Oh yes. Others say that they stand at the mouth of the graves and await their Redeemer. That is to say, they possess the knowledge of the resurrection of their bodies. Others say that they are, as it were, in a slumber, because of the shortness of the time. This is the dance of death. This is divinity calling itself as you honor the dance of death and find the gift in grief. Baete, 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 nkosazana, nkosazana, nkosazana. Sawubona you creative visionary. Igama lami uThembelihle, intombi yakaButhelezi. I am your mindfulness mystic through this grief experience. Through this journey into the dungeons of depression and darkness and fear, anxiety and shock and denial, and anger and rage and confusion and uncertainty. As a global community, we are in a collective grief experience. At the beginning of the pandemic, we went into the first stage of grief, which was shock. For 18 months, we lived in shock, in denial, in closed cages. We lived in our homes. essential workers went to work afraid, in fear, not knowing whether they're going to come back to their children. As a human, as a race, we are collectively grieving. The second stage of grief is anger. This is healthy. Anger is healthy when it is channeled creatively. Anger is healthy. We are seeing anger play itself out as protests, riots, shootings, violence, rape, mental health illnesses, suicides. This is grief playing itself out. Whatever stage of grief you are in, there is hope. There is hope. There is hope. Yes? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to dance. Dancing is the fastest way to release depression, to release anger, to release any sort of anxiety that is manifesting in your body. So please get up and dance with us. It's literally 5 minutes long. It's not going to be that long. And sense how you feel after the dancing. Yes? Okay, I'll see you after the dancing.
Each obstacle must now be fall. Oh, take a lesson, take a lesson, take a lesson, take a lesson. Don't learn how to put the end on the high. Oh. Chicken-ish. Remover of all obstacles. Perfect for this new moon energy.
I want to play Pan whenever you want to put a mic under that.
Oh, how's that? Ah, yes. That was amazing, right? Ah, yes. It was amazing. Right. Even if you didn't get up and dance, you can still attest that that was freaking amazing. That was like fire. That was like passion. That was like passion. Listen, you are the master of your mind. Honestly, you are the master of your mind. You can master your mind. You can master your emotions. You can master your environment, your energy. Einstein said everything is energy. How you engage with your own physicality is the very essence of energy. Moving energy. Alchemy. Truly alchemy, right? I mean, like, people just moving their bodies. People are moving their bodies. Okay, you have a body so that it can move, so that you can engage with your body, so that you can get out of your mind and into your body. Your body is precious. Your body is amazing. Your body is love. Your body is beauty. Your body is creativity. Your body is God. Yes, your body is God. So, your body is the goddess, actually. Yes. Your body is the goddess. So, if you've recently lost someone you love dearly, or maybe for you it's not a person but a fur baby, and maybe it's a shift in identity, maybe you've just left a career that you loved and never thought you would leave, and maybe your business folded, maybe you loved someone so dearly and the relationship ended sourly. I want you to know that you can find safety, wholeness, and healing within yourself. And for many of us, maybe you've just lost yourself and you've just become a shell of the person you once were. And you're just so burnt out, you don't even know. You're just grieving the person you were. If most days you struggle to find closure and that experience stirs feeling of uncontrollable rage and anger, uncontrollable mood changes and mood swings, sleepless nights filled with depression and dark thoughts, only to be met with long days filled with endless shock and afternoons drenched in denial, self-doubt, and despair, if this is your reality right now, please allow yourself permission to join us in the Gift in Grief learning experience. I've created this learning experience to help you work through the unexplainable emotions you might be experiencing as you recover from loss. So many of us are recovering from loss while we're on the go. Many of us have not had time to grieve. We don't even know where to begin. In Africa, grief is our thing. We do grieve really well. So I would love to invite you into this learning experience where you are going to learn how to just get in touch with those emotions and give yourself time to grieve and not push your grief aside. So to get access to this live learning experience, please head on over to www.giftingrief.com. www.giftingrief.com. The learning experience is completely complimentary. There's going to be a lot of dancing. There's going to be a lot of singing and movement. If you want to cry, please bring your crying face. It's okay. Please make sure that you bring a pen and paper so you can take notes. But more importantly, please bring an open heart. Please bring an open spirit and an open mind. so that you can learn how to get in touch with your own emotions. Because when you become emotionally resilient, you are invincible. So please head on over to www.giftingrief.com, and I can't wait to see you then. Bye for now.